Hi, this is Paul from Expert Software Solutions. In just over 11 minutes, I will share with you some top tips on harmonic patterns. I will also give a guide on how to set those all-important alerts. And as I'm in a great mood, there could be a special offer released during this video. Keep watching, and during it, a special pop-up window will show you how to take advantage. How harmonic patterns should be used for trading. So they are there to give you an overall picture on a higher time frame, so then you can start to day trade in the resulting direction of a harmonic pattern being completed. But it must complete, and there are certain rules to do that, and we use software for that. So let's move forward. So this is Euro US dollar on the hourly, and a Gartley pattern is forming, but it's not complete. So with our software, and this is the TradingView version of our Expert Auto Harmonic Patterns software, we can see a D pivot is printed, but for it to be a really relevant pattern, it must complete between these two lines, and this is automatically printed by the algorithm. Let's look at some examples of how we would use that, combining it with a smaller time frame and how we would trade those signals. Remember, it must complete in what we call the PRZ. Okay. So this is the US dollar Japanese yen. On the right hand side on the chart here, we have a 30-minute time frame. The bat pattern, colored in red by the software, has completed in the PRZ here, and it starts to move back down. So what I've done is I put a vertical line down here. You can see that Friday and Thursday, 31st of May 2024, 0600 hours. So that's when it's completed, but it's very difficult to look for an entry on that 30-minute because a lot of patterns can complete, but then they can go sideways. So we need something on a smaller time frame that will give us the entry, and this is what I call my confluence strategy. So this is a very basic version, just using two technologies, if you like, two bits of software, two trading indicators that look for different types of market conditions. So on the 30-minute, I've got the auto harmonics. It's completed a bat pattern. It's colored in red, so we're looking for a bearish move, but there's no real entry strategy with this. It's there to give us a guide to say, hey, look at this, we're looking for a short trade. Look for a short trade on a smaller time frame. So we go over to the left. This is now that the same time. We can see it on the left here, Friday the 31st of May, so 600 hours. And this time I'm using my roller coaster on the 5-minute Heikin-Ashi. So this is when the signal, the pattern was completed on the 30-minute. We look at about 7 o'clock, so about an hour later, we get a roller coaster signal to go short. The green line here is the entry, and the stop is just above there. Starts to move down, and the software prints the trailing stop position there where a trader would adjust until it's finally taken out. So again, I mentioned some very simple strategies in my book, Confluence Not Coincidence, which talks about the confluences of different types of strategies because they're designed for different market conditions, and combining these two is very, very powerful, not only for forex trading but for futures trading and stocks trading. Let's look at one more example. So in this case, Euro US dollar on the 1 hour on the right hand side. Again, this time we've got a Gartley pattern. It's colored in green. It's completed just inside the PRZ with that D pivot there, and you just look at this resulting trade. It shoots up and comes back down again. But for those purely just trading harmonics, where's your entry? How do you know it's going to go? Look over to the left. This time I'm using the 10-minute. The 10 and the 1 hour is a very good combination with Euro US dollar. We can see that was the signal at this point here on the 10-minute. About an hour or so later, we get the signal to go long. The green line is our stock market entry for a long on Euro US dollar, and we can see it goes up, and the trailing stop gets printed until you get that taken out. The return leg is another trade on the roller coaster. It prints the short, goes sideways for a while, and then just goes down and prints the trailing stop. So it's about combining these trading indicators, and I will put the links below this in the description, below this video, because it's very important that to understand that one strategy alone for an instrument or a set of instruments is not enough to trade different market conditions. I always use the harmonic pattern to give me an indication, hey, this is completed, the resulting trade is long, look for long signals. And in this case, the roller coaster is a very good tool, because to finish a harmonic pattern in this case, we've had a down leg that's completed. We're looking for the roller coaster move to turn back up again, and that's what we get, and that's why we develop that roller coaster. So with the trading view in mind, really we can set alerts to help us understand when those things happen on the hourly, the 4-hourly or the 30-minute time frame. So the alerts are to draw a trader's attention to the specific instrument chart to say, hey, something's going off here, you should be aware. So what I'm going to do is look at the bullish alerts and then the bearish. So in the settings for alerts on Harmonics on TradingView, we can see when a D pivot or when the candle goes into the PRZ, we can set a rule for an alert. So we can say bull PRZ minimum. So the minimum requirement for that to complete in this zone has been hit. We can give it a value of 0.0001, so just breaking, or you can just put it as 0, so it just touches. If it just touch, you can say, in this case I put once per bar. You can have 1 per minute, purely because you're on an hourly time frame, or bar close, or only once. I've called it alert name, and then the message I get on the TradingView app, or indeed on the chart, would be I've typed that in, Euro US dollar Harmonics bull PRZ min. So all of a sudden I'm alerted to actually a harmonic pattern as completed. It's a potential bullish trade. It's on the Euro US dollar. Take a look at your chart. Conversely, and this is where that top line is here, where we've actually pushed into that PRZ and the D pivot's completed. So conversely, we need to know when they fail. Okay, so this is another alert that you would set up on the same hourly chart for Euro US dollar. This time bull PRZ max. So when the maximum limit of that zone has been met, you want to be alerted to say, hey, ignore that now, it's broken the rules, the harmonic pattern is no longer valid. So again, this time we've got bull PRZ max, and we're just going to put a little message to come in there saying Euro US dollar Harmonics bull PRZ fail. Okay, so initially, going back to the previous slide, when we get the price action go into that pattern completion zone, we have alert to say, hey, minimums required, take a look. So you've taken a look, so what you're doing now is waiting for it to go back out, because you'll get alerted again if it goes back through that minimum. Now, in this particular case, the maximum was broken, so you would get that alert, whatever message you want to type in there, to say Euro US dollar Harmonic bull PRZ fail. So you know there's no more trading opportunity on there. And then it's the same for bear, really. So in this case, we're setting it for bear PRZ minimum. So when it comes up into this zone, it's crossed that minimum, and you are alerted to say, hey, there's potential bearish trade here. Keep an eye on the chart and look for those signals. And then as it starts to move back out, you'd have it on a smaller time frame with the roller coaster, help you with the entry, and so you've got that confluence of strategies saying, hey, this is a good trade. And then we do the same thing to there with bear PRZ max. It's a fail, so that's the message we're going to say to ourselves. So when it first goes through there, it's saying, hey, there's potential short here, take a look at the chart, and then you're just going to keep an eye on the chart, but then it's going sideways, so you walk away, go and have a coffee, whatever it is, and then when it breaks that top here, they see the D pivot breaking the top, you're going to say fail. No longer a confluence strategy with that harmonics and the roller coaster. So it's a great combination, this, and what we look for, The whole idea of the Expert software is to have those same strategies on multiple platforms. So I've just showed you the trading view platform there, because this is the one where we can really build in those alerts very, very well. And it's also the Harmonics and the Rollercoasters available for TradingView, NinjaTrader, Thinkorswim, MT4, MotiveWave and TradeStation users. One highlight, I'm going to put the link down below as well, with Thinkorswim users, we were actually able to build a Harmonics scanner into Thinkorswim. So I'm going to put a link down into the video for that training, to set up those for the Thinkorswim users. So with TradingView we have those alerts, with Thinkorswim we have the scanners. The rest of the softwares, the trading platforms, the software is available. So check out those links below in the description to check out these. Great confluence trading strategy. Again, something I talk about in my book, Confluence, Not Coincidence.